it's been a great privilege to be able to work in Vietnam because a lot of our work occurs outside of the big cities. And during the time there, I've been able to travel throughout the country, seeing many really interesting places and meeting many interesting people. As an example, some of our research is taking place in the middle of Vietnam, in Binh Dinh province. And Quy Nhon is a very beautiful city, and the surrounding region is a very nice place to visit. And so I really enjoy driving through the rice fields and looking at the beaches on the way to our research sites. I can also see that the experiences of the different doctors in different places are very different. And so the challenges of managing tuberculosis in a rural setting are very different to the challenges of managing it in the big cities. And so I think it really is very helpful to live in Vietnam so that I can understand more about the Vietnamese society, and therefore that will help us to be much more effective in trying to manage tuberculosis in those different environments. Over the past 2 years, we have, with the National Tuberculosis Program, recruited over 12,000 family members of tuberculosis patients to our study, which is going to screen them for tuberculosis and provide treatment earlier. We also have recruited over 2,000 people to a large genetics study, which is looking at the rate of certain genetic factors in the Vietnamese population and seeing whether they might explain why the rates of tuberculosis are high. During this week, that we will continue our collaborative research together over the next 5 to 10 years. I think that there is a lot that we both have to gain from that collaboration. After this month, I'll be returning to Vietnam and continuing our research, and we're about halfway through our current project to detect tuberculosis, and so we really need to continue to do that, and then to use the results of that to help the Vietnamese TB program design new policies that will be able to impact on tuberculosis control. We also, I think, will have an opportunity in the future to have Vietnamese doctors continue to be trained in research. We have an annual research training conference which we will hold again next year that will continue to provide capacity for Vietnamese doctors in lung disease research. And we hope to continue to have Vietnamese doctors coming to Australia to do research here and to continue to learn some of the techniques, particularly some of the laboratory techniques which are done here in the Centenary Institute.